Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And the camera's shaking a bit too much for my liking. Okay, yeah, a package just came in, which is a very nice thing. I think I'm gonna test out one of these things that's in this package today. And yeah, so basically this is a package from Salty, or Salty Croissant as he goes by on HWBot. And basically, he sent me a couple graphics cards to bench and also run on dry ice. Like, basically, that's the main part. When I got my LN2 pod, he was like, hey, I have a couple cards I'm mostly done with. Do you want to run them on dry ice? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so, yeah, he sent some of them over. That's the first one. I know which one this is. But for the sake of viewer retention, I'm not gonna say it. And here should be the second one. Getting them without heatsink because there were probably space or weight constraints. Okay, that should be it. Yeah, there's nothing more in that box. That's what I was expecting. And yeah, so here we have two graphics cards that are very neatly wrapped. You can see this one had cap mods on them, and he removed those capacitors so that they won't get damaged during shipping. And I think now we could bring the camera down and start unboxing this. This package came really fast, but like he told me that he did priority mail. So yeah, it's gonna come very fast. I mean, it took like 2 weeks, I think, but like from Canada to Germany, that's pretty fast if you ask me. Considering when I once sent a... Oh, I should probably censor that because there's a mailing thing. And you were just able to see for a bit. I don't want to leak his address. And yeah, so basically I sent a GTX 460 to FCR, who lives in the US. Which is, I mean, essentially the same distance. And that card took like a month, I think even longer than a month to arrive there. Yeah, okay, here we have the card. Oh, this one's also cap modded. Interesting. So, ta-da! This is an HD 6970 Lightning, if I remember correctly what this is. I mean, it's pretty clear that it's a Lightning. But yeah, this should be an HD 6970. And I do have it right next to me, actually. You can see, like, this is a 580 Lightning. Yeah, those look pretty similar, but this one actually has 2 more V-core phases than this, which is kind of weird because that's a 580, that's a 6970. But yeah, anyway, this should be... I think this is 1 gigabit. It's MFR. I've never used 1 gigabit MFR. If this is 2 gigabit, it's probably not that great, but like... Actually, is this 1 or 2 gig? I've never run one of these cards before. Does it say? No. Ah, but it says it's 6970 Lightning, yeah. But I don't think it says the memory capacity anywhere on this. Yeah, so this might be 1 gig or 2 gig. And if this is 2 gig, this is 2 gigabit MFR, which kinda sucks. But like, I mean, AFR is better. I don't know how well MFR is compared to like Samsung modules or LP does. But yeah, so this card is cap modded. These look very custom added on. Also on the back, he stacked a bunch of multi-layer ceramics. And also these look manually added. And yeah, like It's a 6970 Lightning. He's modified it. I'm gonna have to find something to cool the VRM, which I do wonder if... Huh. I might actually be able to just use the heatsink from the 580. Like... Do those line up? Oh crap, they don't line up. Oh, it's like very slightly misaligned. Is the PCB like... Do the two main ones line up? It's kind of annoying to do this because this is still attached to the water loop. Wait, what? Okay, these don't seem to line up. And my water cooling loop just fell. Well, anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure something out for the VRM cooling on this. Shouldn't be too difficult. Like, worst case, I just get a couple of Raspberry Pi heatsinks and either a big thermal pad and zip ties, or I'm just gonna thermal tape them on. And then that will be fine. But yeah, so this is the first card. I have never run a 6970, but given that he's modded this, and he, yeah, like this has the voltage, GPU voltage switch enabled, so he told me like this is going very high voltage very, very fast. Yeah, I am looking forward to running this. This looks very interesting. Like, I did not know that he cap modded this. So yeah, and now we go to the card that, like the 6970 is basically a bonus card. This was the one he was saying he would send to me. And you might recognize that clock if you've watched Buildzoid's, I think, episode 2 of HW Bot Score Roundup. So, yeah. This card is a bit special in the way that, well, this was modded. He's removed the capacitors, but it still has a feedback mod on it. And this card is actually holding a world record right now. Not just like ambient, like for ambient temperature, which is what I've done twice already. No, this is another shipping label I have to censor. This card actually holds a proper, true world record. And like, yeah, if you've watched Buildzoid's video, you will probably know which card it is by now. And yeah, so basically, he shipped me this so that I can run it on dry ice. And I mean, both cards he shipped to me so I can run it on dry ice, but this one specifically because he wanted to see it pushed. Which is very nice because I may be able to run this in Crossfire with something. Okay, this kind of feels like it's stuck on something. I can't really get it. Oh no, it's coming up. Here we have it. Yep, nothing fell off. Yo. Okay, I did not know this is on here. I'm gonna have to remove those for dry ice, or my pot won't fit. This should clear my water block, because I think he's using the same one as I am. Okay, memory temps on this are gonna be fine for like water cooling. For dry ice, I could maybe keep these, but I'm gonna have to remove these for sure. But yeah, so this is an R9 I already have one of those, and this is the one, like, okay, my R9 currently is, I think, place number 4th, because, like, I've just run it on ambient water. I actually don't think I've uploaded the score yet. It did, like, a 12,500. But yeah, so this one is holding the Firestrike world record with, I think, around 13,100 points, because he ran this Oh no, like, now I get it. Yeah, 13.3k. Like, okay, he signed it. Salty, yeah, it's the number one card, and apparently, yeah, like 13.3k is the score that this did in Firestrike, which is how he got into like the Buildzoid HW board score roundup. And yeah, so basically, I've promised him I'm gonna run this on dry ice. It's kind of good that I waited with dry ice, because originally I was planning to do it last weekend. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait until next month, because I have an exam coming up, and there's also other things going on, and I wanna be chill when I bench dry ice, so I'm probably gonna wait until next month when the exam is done. But yeah, so this is a very, very capable card. The die looks lapped, actually. Is the die lapped? Like this is not shiny, it's like... You see that, right? I think he lapped the die. Huh. That could explain why he got to 1375. The highest... Well, on a Tahiti core, the highest I've run so far was, I think, 1350 or maybe 1360, I'm not sure. So I got quite close, but 280Xs tend to not clock as high as the older Tahiti cores, and that was one of the old ones that I clocked that high. This is one of the new ones that generally don't clock as high. So this is kind of impressive that he didn't just meet but surpassed the highest old core I had. Admittedly, he ran this with 0 degrees coolant temp, and I'm just at ambient. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, the Volt mod, which we have right here. Like, the thing, you could say, like, so like this being a 280X, it's using a CHA 8228G, because I think that's like one of the two controllers that work with this. There is an I2C port right here for an Elma EVC, and you're going like he has an Elma EVC. Why are you not using that? The thing is, he has used that actually. The thing is, he had an EVC that was faulty. And basically what it did, once you use it, it killed the I2C interface on that card, like it wouldn't work anymore. Or like you couldn't use DVC with it anymore. And that happened on several cards. He also, I think, killed like a 680 or 770 Lightning. Or was it a classified? I don't know, like, this is not the only card that has no longer working I2C interface because of his faulty-ish EVC2. At least that's the theory. I don't know if it was ever confirmed. So that's why we are resorting to a standard hard mod right here. Which is good, because now I can just look at where he modded this controller, and now I can just copy it on my other cards, which use the same controller but also need a... Like, I can use DVC on those, but they don't go over 1.38 volts. Because they're just locked. They don't go higher even if I use the EVC. Yeah. Then, of course, he also has a tower of MLCCs behind the core. And we have some voltage measurement points for core. This is right in the middle of the core. That's really good. That's a really nice thing. I was thinking of doing that. I should do that. Like, start doing this to my cards. Instead of, like, going around the card while it's running with, like, a multimeter probe and potentially shorting something. So far, I've just been too lazy to do it. Yeah, and then basically all those capacitors you see here, he had on the output filtering here. I don't know how close to the core he had some. Like, there's some residue visible here. I don't know if he's had multilayer... No, he doesn't have multilayer ceramics on the memory. That might actually help, because this has AFR. Like, I can't check with the heatsinks on, but it's running 1750 MHz VRAM at 1250 timings. MFR can't go that high with 1250 timings. And I've also seen screenshots of him from GPU-Z, and this has AFR. And so far AFR, in my experience, does scale with voltage a little bit. So, this, if I put some multilayer ceramics behind the memory on this should help. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I really like this card. Like, this is a custom. Well, I mean, I have a 7970 matrix, which I think there was also a 280X matrix. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a 280X matrix as well. So this is technically the step down card, but like, okay, we have VDDCI over here, and then we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then probably 2 phase memory. Like 8 phase VCore, that's still one more than a reference to ADX, and even that is enough. Which I do wonder, how are they? Oh, they're probably just, yeah. That looks like a, yeah, that looks like another like Rich Tech 2 phase controller. So the CHI-8228G on this runs in 8+0 phase mode, so it's just controlling the vehicle. Like, it does the same thing on the Matrix, it's just running in 8+0 mode, just that on the Matrix it's getting doubled into 16 phases. So even if the EVC worked on this, I wouldn't be able to change memory voltage. Which, I can probably get a datasheet for this. I might just hard mod it, like, yeah. Like, that's a rather simple circuit, and I think from like the pinout and general arrangement of devices around the controller, a lot of these Rich Tech controllers are the same. Which I've had these on other cards already, so should be easy to mod. So yeah. So yeah, I am really happy to have this card. This also has an HDMI port. That annoyed me with the Matrix. The Matrix has 2 DVI and 4 display ports. This has HDMI. Thank you, Asus, for being sensible. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna run these cards. Like one... I don't know. I do wanna run something tonight. Like, basically, like, tomorrow in Destiny 2, Vault of Glass is releasing, and me and my friends are doing a day 1 attempt, and it releases at like 7 PM local time, so I have to stay up pretty late, because, like, okay, Vault of Glass is a returning raid, and I'm really wasting time on this video right now, because people probably don't care. But yeah, it's a returning raid, the main mechanics are known. So it's not gonna take like 18 hours or something, which is what... I actually never finished Deepstone Crypt day 1 because one of my team left and then the team disbanded and I was stuck at Atrax for 18 hours. Anyway, Vault of Glass is probably not gonna take that long, but they introduced some things you have to do to qualify for like day 1 completion, and we do wanna do that, so it's probably gonna take some hours. So I'm gonna have to stay up late. And it's really nice that these things arrived today. I actually don't know if I'm gonna run this one. Because it's like... The thing is, Salty is running a 5900X. I'm running an 8700K. Even if I can get the GPU to the same level that he did at 0 degrees, I'm not gonna beat his score because he has a much better CPU. So I'm gonna have to dice this to beat his score, to take the world record. So, like, yeah, I will do, like, practice runs with this on Ambient. However, I really don't want to break it. Like, he sent these cards to me for free. Like, basically the thing was, like, he said, I'm just gonna have to pay shipping, but then in the end he said, like, hey, you get express shipping as a gift from me. I don't know if he meant the express part was the gift or just the shipping entirely. Like, I'm gonna have to talk to him if he wants a few bucks for shipping them, because, yeah, he's kind of just... He sent me a literal world record holder and then also a lightning card for free in a time where GPUs are more valuable than your liver. So, yeah, I don't consider these my cards, I consider them Salty's cards, and I don't want to break them. And as far as I'm concerned, this one is more important than the 6970, and I mean, I know 280Xs already, I don't know this architecture, or this card. So I think I'm actually gonna run this one first. I just gonna have to find something to take care of that VRM cooling situation. Which... I mean, the heatsink that MSI ships this with is basically just a steel plate. So a steel plate and a couple zip ties or rubber bands are gonna do the trick probably. Just gonna find a thermal pad, which I have plenty of. Just cannibalize them from other cards. So yeah, this shouldn't be too hard to get running. Also has an HDMI port, see? It's not that hard. Yeah, also PCB breakdown, not breakdowns, Buildzoid does breakdowns. I do overviews, there's a difference because mine are crap. Yeah, PCB overview of this coming for sure. I don't think Buildzoid has one for this card. Oh, like, if okay, sometimes he watches my videos, so if you're watching this and you want pictures of this for a breakdown of yours, just ask me, I'm gonna send you some. Same for this card, I don't think he has one for this as well, but I don't think he's gonna be interested in this, because he already has one for the Matrix, and this is like a smaller Matrix. Anyway, we've crossed 20 minutes, and I normally want to keep them under 20. So, yeah, this is the unboxing of the very nice package that Salty has sent to me. And these cards are gonna see some action. This is going to under dry ice 100%. This one probably as well. Like, I don't have another 6970, so it's not like I could be like, oh, this one is not that great. Like I am with my GTX 580s. I have a ton of those. But yeah, like this is a Lightning, it's modded, and it's a card I don't know yet, so this is gonna be very, very interesting. So yeah, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.